morning. Welcome everyone to Express Meditation. Um, so we'll continue on the on aspects of the Guru devotion topic. So having respect for our teachers and showing devotion to them. So we just start by bringing our minds inside and trying to calm our thoughts. So make sure we have a comfortable position, sitting on a cushion, sitting on a chair, whatever is best for you. And we can find this sense of grounding through our seat into the ground, into the floor, into the earth. And it's this feeling of stability and um, support. That we bring to mind uh, or bring our attention to our breath, observing the breath, the inhale and the exhale. It's just an observation, no controlling the breath, no forcing it, just observing how it is. Bring to mind our motivation. Why are we meditating? Why are we working with our minds? Why did we show up today? So there's probably lots of responses to those questions. None of them are incorrect. They're all correct. But we can bring into mind our bodhicitta motivation of meditating to bring the wisdom into our mind, the wisdom realizing emptiness that allows us to achieve Buddhahood, but not for its own sake, not for a personal wish, but for the wish to benefit all the suffering sentient beings in samsara. With that motivation, we um, generate the merit field. So you can visualize um, Buddha Shakyamuni appearing about 6 feet in front of you at the same height as your head, your eyes. He's golden color, sitting in a full lotus. His left hand holding an alms bowl. His right hand just over his knee and his finger touching the earth or the cushion below him. His face has a gentle smile. And then you can imagine there are countless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas surrounding him. If you can't visualize, it's okay to just imagine this energy, this enlightened energy, this light energy, vast in space, bright. This energy just emanates love and compassion. So this merit field is just going to be there with us the whole time during the meditation. So contemplating guru devotion, um, having respect for our teachers. We talked about it a little bit that the students, the disciples, they also need to have particular qualities. So you can imagine that to receive instruction, to receive teaching, we need to have qualities as students. So there's a few that are very important. So we have to be honest. We need to have a basis of wisdom, of intellect, of knowledge. We need to have aspiration. We have to have this this yearning or this desire, this hunger for the Dharma. And then we need to have this respect for the teacher. And we need to listen to the teacher. So respect and listening. So maybe take a moment to think about these, and does this make sense? Do these qualities that I myself as a student, do these make sense? Are these the qualities that I need to learn the Dharma genuinely from a teacher? Honesty, wisdom, aspiration for the Dharma, and then this respect for the teacher and listening to the teacher. So if we think we can take those as reasonable qualities of a student, then we can ask ourselves, okay, how how do we practice this guru yoga? How do we practice um, learning and following the teacher? So if uh, if I think I have these five qualities, and then I find a teacher that has the 10 qualities of the teacher, then the next thing is to follow and demonstrate and have devotion to the teacher. So I can read a short quote from Geshe Potawa that talks a bit about this, uh, how to practice guru devotion. He says, "Do not accept many gurus without analyzing, but once accepting him, respect your teacher. Then naturally, in future, you will not lack a teacher. Karma created will not be fruitless." So it seems quite logical what Geshe-la is saying here. Um, to make sure that we don't just accept anyone to be our teacher. We check, we analyze, we assess. Are they qualified? And then if they're qualified, then we accept them as our teacher. And by doing this, we make this connection. We make a karmic connection with that teacher, but also with all teachers of the lineage. So we won't be without a teacher in our future lives. It's kind of like hmm, an investment in our future lives to make sure that we'll be guided by a spiritual friend. And then by making this connection, having the devotion, we create this positive karma. Mm. And Geshe-la says that that's going to be very beneficial. So can you see how this is the case? We go through this process. We analyze the gurus, analyze the teachers, check them, accept them, follow them, learn from them, and then we continue to have this connection with those teachers in future lives. So this it's called the practice of guru yoga. So I guess you can also call it guru devotion. Um, it involves this like really deep respect and this devotion towards the teacher. But why is that? Because the teacher is the source of the teachings. It's um, the method or the conduit that conveys the teachings, not just the teachings, but the teachings for you. It's your guidance, your specific guidance of those teachings. But why? And if we recall a few um, meditations ago, we recalled our teachers or a teacher that really moved us in our youth, whether it was grade school, high school, college, whatever. And we are asking ourselves, what did they do that other teachers didn't do? So we're doing the same thing here with the Dharma, right? So the qualified teacher is explaining the Dharma to you at your level, where you need it, what you need to overcome your delusions, negative karma, and in some cases, your current suffering and samsara. So can you see this, that um, the spiritual teacher is very unique to you, especially if the spiritual teacher is a fully enlightened being. Then they know your mind. If they know your mind, then they know how to lead you out of samsara. What if I said your guru's instructions teach you how to practice Dharma, how to meditate, and how to cultivate your mind to achieve this enlightenment? Isn't that what you're looking for? That's certainly what I would be looking for in a spiritual friend. And especially this teacher that has a way to bring to life the teachings, this path to enlightenment. And the teacher is so inspiring. Inspiring to the point where you're like, yes, that's what I want to be like. I want to be like my teacher. I think if you don't get that feeling, then maybe that's not the right teacher for you, or at least right now. I guess you could equate it to um, like a famous singer, so, or an artist. And when they perform, they move your mind, they move your spirit and your amazement with their qualities. So that's the exact same here with the spiritual friend. And so when with the spiritual friend, what do? They help us with expert advice. They help us avoid any um, pitfalls or wrong practice. And what's most profound is the teacher is this bridge, and bridging this traditional teaching of the Buddha and their practical application in our daily lives. So it's like the guru is what brings the rubber to the road. Because the guru is the Buddha manifesting in our lives. It's our guru who leads us. So this all seems logical, this evaluation and understanding who the spiritual friend is, who the guru is, and um, how we hold their qualities in our mind. So if we find this person, or if we found them, then we should treat the guru with the highest respect, because the guru is the source of the benefit of ourselves and others. So it's not the guru is not our buddy and our friend in that sense. So we should hold this kind of veneration, this respect, because they are completely special and very unique. So as we go through the week, think about think about these points that we've discussed today, that we contemplated. and observe how you hold the guru in your mind. How do you interact with this spiritual teacher? And just check yourself and reflect. And we dedicate all of the merits that we generated during meditation, contemplating our spiritual friends and gurus, and how we hold our devotion to them. And through this devotion, we're led to enlightenment to free all sentient beings from all the suffering within samsara as quickly as possible. Thank you, everyone.